Hi, this is my project for the hackathon, my NFT graffiti wall. NFTs are such play style. These are NFT walls that anyone can make, but they're not static like most NFTs. They're dynamic because each NFT can be graffitied by anyone, a maximum of 20 times. So let's take a look at an example NFT wall. Here we have this one, and you can see it in OpenSea. It's owned by another account, and it's called Theo's Graffiti Wall. And in the description of this, we actually have a link where we can edit it. So if we go to this link, you'll see the image loads here, and there's some simple instructions. And the way I imagine people using this is you download the image. Any new image can be added as graffiti to the NFT, as long as it's a PNG with a transparent background and has the same resolution. So in order to design your graffiti, you can save the image, and then open it with an app like Photoshop. And then add your edit. So for this one, I'm thinking I'm going to add a flag, just because. So here I have my flag. I'm going to get rid of the blue background, add it onto a new layer, and I can position it however I want. And this will help me see. You don't actually have to do the downloading, but this helps you see, what it's going to look like at the end result. Now that I have this, I'm going to remove the back layer, and I can save this as a new PNG. Now back to our website. The website has already signed me in with MetaMask, but if I sign out and reload, you can see it has a connect wallet button, and I can easily log into my MetaMask and connect with the wallet in the Mumbai test network. So here I have one of my accounts, and I'll upload my new PNG image. So I'm going to make a funny name because you actually get your own static NFT of the copy, and then it'll load. While it's loading, what's going on is it's sending the data to my API, which is taking it and the original metadata for the NFT and combining them using the node library Sharp. And then it'll upload it as new metadata, as a new NFT. The way that the dynamic NFTs work is that their metadata links to the most recent NFT in a collection of all the history. I'll show you what I mean in a second. So let me confirm this transaction with my MetaMask account. And now the edit will be done. So what do I mean by history? Well, here you can see a collection that has all the history of the NFT. And it actually has the very first image too, but that one isn't shown. And so as people create NFTs, they appear here. So if we go to this one, this was the last edit, and if we look at actually the next one, and so now it started to populate, and then after we refresh the metadata, I usually have to wait 2 minutes. While we wait for that, let's look at creating our own NFT, our own graffiti wall. So first, I'm gonna create something that's kind of fun and encourages people to create. So I'm gonna do this grassy wall, except I'm gonna do this one because all files are actually stored on the interplanetary file system. And it gets really slow with big files. So I'm going to find one of these that's small because I don't really want to take the time to resize it. I'd say about 800 by 800 is the maximum for speed. Otherwise it's just so slow to load. Save images. This is a JPEG, so I'm going to quickly convert this to a PNG. New wall. Okay, so here we are on the main website of my graffiti wall, and I'm already signed in with my MetaMask account. So, first thing I can do is upload my image. This was actually my very first project building a website with React, and my very first NFT project. So it was a very forward thing. I want to create a title that encourages people to graffiti it, because that's the fun of it. I want to say, add yourself to the grass. No, to the landscape. With the NFT, it sends it to my API, which is a node, and it uploads, it creates new metadata and uploads the file to the interplanetary file system. Sometimes this takes a second to load. And now it's loaded the gas through MetaMask. Sometimes that takes a second, I'm not sure why. And now we've got a new transaction key. So if we wait for this to load, we can go back to our edit and see what's happening. First I'm going to refresh the metadata, and this will ping my API and ping the interplanetary file system, and I'll reload. And so here is the static NFT of the history. And you can see here is, this one is just a piece of time that you as the graffitier get to show what happened. And if we go to the original and refresh the metadata, okay, sometimes it does take a second to load. And so you'll get this error every now and then. So I'm going to try again. Well, while I wait for that to load, we'll go back to our transaction. We can see the transaction is finished. And so now if we go to the main network, there is a new graffiti wall. And to find that easily, I'm just going to go here and change this to 5. Yeah, I just select the landscape. And here we have the landscape, and it generates a new URL to Graffiti. So now it has finally loaded. And when it doesn't load, you can often find the most up-to-date on this link here, which is the edit link. And you can see, here it is with the flag. Someone new could now edit this NFT graffiti image. And it has changed the original image. And this can only happen 20 times, so it creates some kind of scarcity to these NFT release edits. And I hope you enjoyed my project. Sorry to keep you for so long. I hope you enjoy all the projects in this competition, and happy voting. Goodbye.